Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a get ready with me trying out new products. I have so many different brands here. I have the new Blush Duo from JOUER, some Korean Dough. I have Lethal Cosmetics. I have Kaleidos in here. I have some DIOR, like this gloss right here. I have some brushes from Royal and LANGNICKLE to test out. I also have some Motive Cosmetics, some Too Faced, just a lot of things in here. Oh yeah, this Too Faced concealer. I also have my Linda Hallberg Cosmetics liquid eyeshadow to show you guys. So if you want to see how I created this look and how everything performed, just keep watching. I don't have a new foundation to test out, so on my face I already have the Tint Idole Ultra Longwear Foundation from LANCOME, and then underneath that, something I have already reviewed. This is the TATCHA Liquid Silk Canvas along with my other everyday primers that are listed down below, but I do have a new concealer. This is from Too Faced. It is the Peach Perfect Matte Instant Coverage Concealer, and I got the shade Nudie. Looking at it, it reminds me a lot of the, the NARS Soft Matte Creamy Concealer. I loved that one. I'm just taking my Marc Jacobs The Conceal Brush, and I'm going to pop this underneath. Ooh, I think I got the perfect color. I'm going to pop this underneath my eyes. I'm going to go in with my new sponge from By Terry. What is this called? It's just the blender sponge. I had lost this whenever I was doing a video on the new foundation, and then I found it that night. This is very soft. I really like it so far. I've used it once before, and yeah, so this is like a second impression. But I like the shape of it. It expands with water, and I just like the texture and everything. It's real squishy, and it's just like, I like the edge right here, how it's flat. Huda Beauty Powder in Pound Cake. I'm going to use this to set the pores and my under eye, as well as my nose and chin. I know most of you know just how potent this Huda Beauty powder is, and I can still smell the Too Faced concealer through this. And it could be just because I'm so used to the smell of the Huda Beauty powder, but yeah, I can still smell the concealer. And I'm not using any extra powder, I'm just making sure that it's pressed into the skin. Korean Dough sent over this brightening moisture powder. However, whenever I swatch this, I can tell that it's pretty bright, so I don't want to set my entire face with it. This is what the compact looks like. Let me take off the little plastic. This is what it looks like. You could probably see that little swirl. And when I swatch this, it's pretty bright. So I'm going to use this in just specific targeted areas later. And I'm going to set with something that I usually use. I'm going to go in with the By Terry Tinted Hyaluronic Hydra Powder in the shade 200. Before I powder, I want to show you guys the new set that I'm going to be using. This was sent over to me from Royal and LANGNICKLE. It is the Omnia Gold 13-piece set. Now this is just the box, and then on the inside we have this brush roll. I really enjoy the gold line. I have a lot of their brushes. Let me see. Pick up one right here. Several of these I use all the time, but there's a lot of brushes in here that I haven't used. Let me show you. So this is the brush roll. We roll it up, and yeah, but these are the brushes that I am going to be using today. So let's see what I want to use to set my face. I'm going to use the BOM 32 stippler. Now you can use this for foundation, but I am going to use it for powder. Before I finish off the face, I'm going to move on to my eyes, and I'm going to use two different products, one of which is from Motive Cosmetics. This was sent over to me in PR, and it is the DEMURE palette. You have a nice mixture of cool and warm tones, but I'm going to be pairing this with something from Linda Hallberg Cosmetics, and I have used this before as well. I showed you guys a picture, I think in a purchase or pass. I bought one and one was sent to me. I gifted one of them to a friend. This is the Interstellar Liquid Eyeshadow. And so yeah, I think I'm going to combine the two. I'm going to go ahead and apply some powder underneath my eyes and zoom you guys in. BOM 45, starting off with this shade right here. Applying this to the crease. Back and forth windshield wiper motions. And circular motions to blend upward. I just realized that I was using the wrong brush. This is the BOM, hold on, 46, and this is the 45. I had pulled this one out to remind me to compare it later. So I'm actually going to go in with the 45 this time, and I'm going to use this shade right here. Sorry, guys. I'm placing this on the outer portion of my eyelid, and then I'm going to bring it upward to smoke out the outer corner. I had pulled a few brushes out that I already used so that I could show you just in comparison to what I already have. And yeah, I had put this one in my lap and the other one on my actual like a table, desk, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I mixed them up. My apologies. I just got a text message that my phone is now enrolled in free spam protection. I don't know if you guys have the same problem, but I get so many spam calls that I nearly almost like don't answer my phone anymore because it'll say the same front numbers as my number or even the same area code, and it's a spam call. And it's gotten so bad that it's to the point now that I'm not going to answer my phone and I'm not going to call that number back unless you leave a legit voicemail. And yeah, so hopefully whatever this is that's free spam protection actually works. That would be phenomenal. BOM 50 and this shade, I am going to highlight my brow arch. I'm going to use the same brush to pick up the darkest shade in the palette, and I am going to stamp this right at my lash band, or I probably should say lash line because lash band would be false lashes. I'm only going to place this though on the outer 3/4 of my lashes. Now I'm going to go in with the Interstellar Liquid Shadow from Linda Hallberg Cosmetics. I picked a little product up on my BOM 43, and I am going to kind of tap this. I don't want it to be super opaque, so I'm kind of going to dance around my eye for a second before I go in and kind of blend it out. I want to have more of a sheer blended out application of this instead of it being super opaque. Adding just a little bit more to the front inner corner. BOM 48, going back in with this color, applying this to the lower lash line. BOM 47, going back in with the lightest color. I'm going to apply this to the inner corner, and then I'm going to go add on liner and mascara. I finished off the eyes using my Fenty Beauty Fly Pencil in 'Cause I'm Black. That's just on my top inner rim. And then for mascara, I use the new Anastasia Beverly Hills mascara. Now, if you're interested in seeing how this applies and everything, I already have a video on it, and I compare it to others as well. All right, let's move on to the rest of the face. So yeah, I gave into this. I had commented on Samantha March's video on Instagram. I was like, oh, it's so cute. I want the bronzer so bad. And someone said, just get the bronzer. And I was like, okay. I ended up getting two because, you know, I wanted it to be with the other collector pieces I have from the collection that Too Faced does with the Glover, the highlighter palette, and everything. But this right here is called the Sun Puppy Bronze Limited Edition Bronzer. And look, you guys, I've used it several times and the little puppy face is still in there. Anywho, I'm gonna quit with this and I'm just going to take my BOM 36 from the brush kit and I'm going to apply it. Look though, you could just swirl and swirl and swirl and the puppy stays there. It's so nice. It's so cute. I'm really excited to try out this new product from JOUER. I have held back. I purchased it on Sephora as soon as it came out, but I have not even touched this, swatched it, or anything. And I have really good luck with their blushes and bronzers. So I'm excited for this. It is the Blush Bouquet in the shade Darling. I have Adore Me, and I love that one. This, oh, let me take the plastic off. This is what it looks like. It's beautiful. Okay. Let me swatch it for you. This is definitely going to be for lighter skin tones. Oh, I think I'm just going to mix it. Yeah, I think I'm just going to mix the two shades. I'm going to use the BOM 34. I'm just going to go to town on them both. I'm gonna have to be careful not to buff over this too much because this is pretty light. I like it. I think it looks really fresh on the skin. And again, I'm seeing a little bit of glow in here and I can see that in the pan as well. Like there's these micro, and I mean micro little glitter. It's not glitter, it's just like a sheen. It's really pretty, but I can see that on my skin. Really like it. But if you're darker than NC25, like that's my MAC shade, yeah, don't, I mean, this is pushing it, but it's really pretty. Moving on to highlighter, I have two from Lethal Cosmetics. These were sent to me. Unfortunately, one of them did not make it in the mail. This one right here is in the shade Gamma. And let me swatch it for you. This feels very smooth. I think I'm going to end up mixing these. This one's Gamma, and then the next one, this is the one that didn't travel very well, is Iconic. Kind of smashed it in there for right now, and I'm probably going to break this up the rest of the way, add alcohol, and then press it again. But I wanted to use it for today, and this one's definitely brighter. So I'm going to first go in with Gamma. BOM 38. I would normally take this also like on my forehead, even though I do have some glow there. I am not going to do that today because I'm going to be using that brightening powder from Kogendo or Kogendo. I don't remember. I always get it wrong. So I kind of want to see how that looks on its own. And I think that this looks beautiful. Do I need, yeah, I'm going to use Iconic. I'm going to use it on my nose. Let me see. This is the BOM 40, technically an eye brush, but it's okay. I am going to take this on my nose. Ooh, this one is bright. I'm going to take a little bit right on the very tip tops of my cheekbones. Don't worry, I'm going to blend this out. Don't worry. Now it's time for the Kogendo Manifesto Brightening Moisture Powder. Again, there is the little brush, but I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use the same brush I use for highlighting. I'm going to take the excess highlight off on my pants. And I'm just going to pick this powder up. Ooh, it picks up quite a bit. I'm going to start on the center of my forehead. Oh yeah, that's definitely brightening. And I am just kind of gonna buff with this. Oh, that's really pretty though. Like really pretty. It's really, really light. This is not an all skin tones type of powder either. This is definitely, I don't know that I would say any darker than NC25 either. I'm just gonna take the excess and kind of go around. I don't want to go all the way over my blush like I said because I don't want to lighten it up. I do want to make sure that my bronzer is as blended as possible up here. That's really pretty. Look how light that is. But the glow is nice. Going back in with my By Terry sponge, the mist from La Mer. And I'm going to just tap all over. Before I go in with a lip product from Kaleidos Makeup, I'm first going in with my Kitten liner from my collaboration with Christian Audette. I had to get a brand new one because I just ran out of another one. I filled my lips completely in, and now I'm going to go in with this. Look at this packaging. If you have seen the packaging for Kaleidos, like their eyeshadows, that's already amazing. And then look at this. Oh, it's so cool. You open it up like that, you literally just slide it, and it's like origami. Oh, so cool. Okay, what is this called though? I forget the name of it. The Kaleidos Lip Tonic Liquid Lipstick. This isn't like a traditional liquid lipstick. It's much thinner. You can see how thin it is whenever I'm putting it on. It's almost like a stain, like a mixture of a stain and a liquid lipstick. I don't know, it's pretty though. I like it with my liner. I'm gonna be putting a gloss on top though. In case anybody wants to see what this looks like on its own. So you can see it's pretty thin, but you can build it up. But that is the color all by itself. I'm gonna give this a little bit of time to set up, just a little bit before I go in with my gloss. I told you guys as soon as I saw this that I was gonna grab it. It's from Dior. It's the Stellar Gloss in JOUER, and it's the number 640. Love nudes. I just love nudes. Again, that could be misinterpreted, but you guys know what I mean. There you go. This smells so good. And that is the completed look for you. Now let me go through everything and tell you guys what my thoughts are. I'm going to start off with a brush kit from Royal and Langnickel. I do have an affiliate link with them. It's always listed down below. There's a few codes at the bottom, and it always says whether or not I make a commission. Like affiliate, I make a commission. If there's nothing beside it, I don't. With them, I do. I love this line of brushes, the Omnia Gold. I started off, I purchased all of these. These right here, I purchased at IMATS and I fell in love. This is the one that I accidentally used because I wanted to compare it to this brush right here. This one is the 45 and this is the 46. As you can see, the 45 is just a little bit longer and the hair color is different. This one is a little bit shorter. I love this one for the crease, and this one works as well, but oh, someone's going ham on their motorcycle, and I'm just like, I can't wait. This one was really nice for blending out on the outer corner, and I imagine it's going to be great for the crease as well. And then I have several of these. This is the, what number are you? The BOM 47. That comes in this kit. Something else that comes in this kit is the BOM 36, and I have raved and raved and raved about this brush. I love it for bronzer, but it is in this kit, or at least, I mean, it says BOM 36 powder, and then on this it says BOM 36 powder, and I'm sure you guys can see the difference. Now this, when you get brushes, they're always going to be a little bit more pinched, And then when you use them and wash them and everything, they tend to fluff out a little bit more. So I do expect that this one will fluff out, but I don't think it's going to end up looking like this. Now I put them side by side, the same height. This one is a different hair color and it's longer. The shape I know did not look like this whenever I purchased it. So I'm curious if it's different just in this kit or if they have changed the brush. But overall, I'm really happy with that kit. These are good quality brushes. And then of course you're getting the brush roll. The By Terry sponge, I love this. I can see myself repurchasing it. It is the perfect softness. I love that it's like the bottom of it is big enough to pounce my foundation on. Sometimes the bottom of sponges, I think it's like they don't grow as much underneath the water. And they kind of like, they get a little bit bigger, but not much. This one actually got bigger. It's the perfect size on the bottom. And then I like the angle to it. And again, the texture is really nice. So I like this a lot. And I think this was a freebie. Whenever I purchased my By Terry foundation, I believe this was like a gift with purchase. So good on them because that's going to make me repurchase it. The Too Faced concealer. This is really nice. I'm impressed. I even baked in everything. I feel like that's a really good test to see if a concealer is going to look good underneath the eyes. If you bake, a lot of times it can look dry. This looks really, really nice. I feel like my under eye looks smooth. I feel like I got great coverage out of this. It reminds me a lot of the NARS one, the Complete Soft Matte, whatever. Both in the packaging as well as in the way it looks. So if you're a fan of the NARS concealer, I think that you will like this one. One thing to note though is it's pretty potent. It is pretty potent of that peach smell. So if you're not a fan of that type of smell, just keep that in mind because this is pretty potent. Obviously I don't smell it right now, but it lingered for a little bit. The Demure palette from Motives Cosmetics. This is really nice. I felt like this was very pigmented. It blended really easily. The only thing I have to say, and obviously I didn't use all the shades, but it is a bit powdery. I didn't feel that way about this shade right here. When I was putting it on, it went on pretty smoothly and it grabbed a hold. I really liked it, but then when I went in with this shade, it was a little powdery. So you gotta be careful that you don't like, you know, when you put the brush down and then the shadow goes everywhere, you got to be a little careful with that, but it does have pigmentation and it blends out really nicely. This shade right here, again, still a little dusty, but pigmentation. I would say either bake or do your makeup after you do your eyes with this palette because it's just a little dusty, but it's pigmented. So I'm really happy with this. And then this right here is beautiful underneath my brow arch and then my inner corner. I am happy with this thus far. The Interstellar Liquid Shadow from Linda Hallberg Cosmetics. First, I want to mention, in case you guys missed the video, I talked about how they have been stolen from 3 times now. So you want to make sure that you are either purchasing directly from their site. Kix is an authorized dealer as well as Beauty Bay. I made sure, because I know I have linked Beauty Bay so many times, I messaged them and they got back to me and let me know that Beauty Bay is an authorized retailer, dealer, whatever, of their cosmetics line. So I'm not even sure if this is on Beauty Bay, but you can purchase their items from there. This is gorgeous. You do have to be careful with it. If you go in straight with the wand, it is going to be super opaque. It stays in place. This thing does not move. I've used this as a highlighter. I've used it on the eyes, obviously, other than today. And it's really beautiful. You just have to be careful with it because it can get, if you put too much, it can get a little cakey. But I have found that if I take my spoolie, because the very first time I used it, I got a little bit too much on like a portion of my eye. Took a spoolie and I just got right in there and it took it right off. But this is gorgeous. Let me show you on my hand. I think this is so pretty. There you go. So you can see my SD card just ran out of storage and I had to go get another one. So I apologize. My swatch now is gone because I had to go dig to find another card that didn't have a video already on it. All right, as I was saying, this is beautiful. You just have to be careful with it. It sets up very quickly, so just keep that in mind. But the color is stunning. It's my favorite shade in the Metallic Mysteries palette, Collision, but it's just a liquid version of it. All right, moving on. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, the mascara. Again, I have a review already out, so you guys can check that out if you are curious about it, but I am enjoying it thus far. I haven't had any flaking issues with it. I don't have any issues taking it off. I just go in with my TATCHA Camilla cleansing oil and go straight on the eyes. No problem there. What What else did we do? Okay, face. This is so cute. It's so cute. I know that's like the whole theme behind it is so cute, but this is beautiful as well. I love the color of it. I love the glow that it gives. I really, really enjoy this, and not just because it's absolutely adorable, but for the product on the inside as well, because I love just how it blends on the skin. I think that it complements my skin tone really well, and I love the fact that I've used this so many times and the puppy is still there. What can I say? It's cute and it's good. Definitely not disappointed in the JOUER Blush Duo. I like that this is so light because it makes it to where because I can go ham, you guys, with blush. I can go in a little too deep sometimes. I like this because I can build on it, and I know that I haven't gone too far, but this is not going to work on anybody that is deeper than me. It is just not going to work. It's not going to show up, but I love how soft this is. And if you're looking for something that is not so dark, they also came out with a deeper one as well. It is gorgeous. The highlights from Lethal Cosmetics, other than the one being broken, which I can absolutely fix, I think that these are gorgeous, and I love the way my skin looks right now, and that's in part to do with this powder right here from Kogan Do. This is so nice. Again, not gonna work for anybody who is deeper than me. I just feel like it's gonna be, it's really light. It's very light. Let me show you another swatch. It's light. But it's pretty. I feel like my skin just looks so glowy and so nice right now. And I know that has to do with the powder, the bronze, everything that I used, I feel like has this subtle glow to it. So it all came together very nicely. But I like this, how I applied it to my forehead and chin and everything. It's just gorgeous. I'm going to keep using this and let you guys know, keep you guys updated. But I brought this brush back out of the little collection because I really like this brush in of itself. It is the number 38. I think this is so good for underneath the eyes, the brows, the forehead, doing the nose, right on the chin. And this is really great for highlight. It's not something I'm going to continue to use for highlight, but it is good for highlight, and it's going to be great for really specific placement of blush. I like this brush a lot. I think it's my favorite new one in that collection. Love it, and it's so soft. It is so soft. Lip products, the Kaleidos Liquid Lip. I like that this is so thin and like more of a stain type of finish. I have not worn this all day long to be able to tell you, so I'm going to have to wear this and then update you guys. But I like the color. I love how it looks with my liner, and I really love how it looks with this gloss. I'm so glad I got my hands on this because I think I bought two of them. I got one that was a little bit lighter, but this is the one that I was the most excited about, J'adore. I couldn't find it on the Sephora website. I think it sold out first, so I was looking for it. I believe I found it on Dior's website and just went with it. Let me show you what this looks like all by itself. And the applicator is really nice as well. It reminds me of, like, well, the Dior, the new lip glow have this same type of applicator, the one that kind of hugs your lip. I like this because it has more of a surface area to it, so it can cover more of your lips instead of a small doe foot. And I love the way this smells. The color is beautiful. It is the perfect in between. Like, it's not sticky, but it's not thin either. It's right in between, right how I like them. So they're not going to move around on your lips too much. I like this type of texture because it's not going to move around too much. It's not going to give you like that light color right on the center, like where it moves upward. But it's not too sticky to where you feel like you can't talk without your lips just kind of, you know, doing that weird thing. So this is beautiful. So glad that I purchased this. I believe that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this Get Ready With Me trying out new products. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.